Hello. Hey, what's up, Bob Iger? No, I haven't started the show yet. No, they can't see me. No, yeah, I got all the notes, yeah. Oh, yeah, focusing on consumer, pivoting to the Rona when we need to, but not all. Yeah, I got it. No, I get it. Trust me, I get it. Nah, they literally have no idea. No, I'm telling you. Yeah, it's all good. How about can we put a couple zeros on that? On the end of that? Okay, cool. What about Mickey, man? He's been giving me some problems. He's wrapped up today. I gotta let you go, bub. No, I gotta go right now. What's up, Nerd Avengers? How we doing? How's everybody doing? Welcome to the show. In the studio already. I was already in the tower this morning for no particular reason. Nothing really going on. But what's up with you guys? How are you doing? How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. Definitely no shady business going on over here. But it's good to see you all. So before we get into any of the news, and yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. Just so you know, on today's show, a couple of different things I want to do. Number one, I want to talk about this Disney news. This is a big freaking deal, guys. I mean, it's insane. It's insanity. But it's going to be very pro-consumer. It's going to end up being very good for us all. We're going to talk about all of that and more. Plus, I got the spreadsheet out. Shout out to Trev, dude. Shout out to Trev. Trev gave me the spreadsheet yesterday. The spreadsheet that has all the scoopers on it. And we can go back into that and check that out. Because I know a lot of people have questions about our guy, Daniel Richtman. So I kind of want to break that down, go over that as well. And, yeah, and then we can talk about some DC stuff if we get there. Look, there is definitely DC stuff to talk about because there were some leaked set photos of the Batman. And wouldn't you know it, certain people said that they were going to have another shutdown. That didn't happen. And so I actually wanted to watch a video about that and kind of talk about it amongst ourselves to see what we think about that. But before we get any further, let us see who is in the building first. Lord Vito, first in. What's up, Lord Vito? Lucas Tex Venger is in the building. Mark Hamilton is here. Adam G is here. Star Wars Santa is here. Tim Turner, Fanjecture. Adam from Fanjecture is here. Trev is in the building. Let's see here. We got Will Bonin, Ryan H, Jason from Polyhedral Paradise. Saw your super chat come in yesterday, man. What's up? Thank you. Cat Pennsylvania. Renee's in the building. Kendall's here. Jennifer Cook, James Heaton, Whiskey, Steve Jarrett, Loveberry, Cole Adams, Boss Keon, Bashti. Leonard is here. Livingston is here. JT, David Nations. So many beautiful people. Coachella Coastal. David Fuller, Eric Shaw, Cat Pennsylvania. Whoop, whoop. Oh, man, bunch of my favorite people in the morning. It's good to see you here. Very excited to get into this, to talk to you guys about this. So, I guess we can kind of get right to it, huh, folks? Darth Clean, I didn't miss your name. So sorry. All right, let's just start here. What are you guys thinking? Like, what's your raw reaction to this massive Disney reorganization? You know me, I got some shit to say. But before we do that, I'd like to know what you think. I would like to know what the consensus of the class is. How are we feeling? Oh, yeah. Broke Vengers represent, says Justin. Yeah. Stock market liked it. Follow the money, says Vito. Makes sense. I love it. It's about time. What's the tea, lads? We're going to get there. Rahul says, final nail in the coffin. Boop. Feeling good. No idea what happened. Let's hear it. This is the way. They waited so long to do it. They did wait a little while. Sign me up. Wait, I'm already signed up. Good point, Santa. Very good point. Just that Josh called it. Oh, trust me, we're gonna get there. But to be fair, we're gonna keep it very humble today. We're gonna try to to keep it humble. Feeling like that meme with the guy holding the coffin. I know. I thought about that too. I was like, maybe we should play that song. You know what I mean? Maybe we should play that song. Yeah, we'll see. Was going to happen one way or another. About time. Working on a double. Josh, did you see November 26th Wanda release date? Oh, yeah, I saw it. I hate popcorn anyway. Woo! JT! My man. Okay. So maybe we can do this a couple of different ways. I think we should start from the source. There's a really cool video I watched, and maybe we should go into the theater and we should watch it. I think it's only about 5 minutes. And it's Mr. Bob Chapek talking about the decision, talking about what went down. And then maybe we can sort of react to that video. And then maybe I can then give you my full thoughts. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? That might be the way to go, huh?
Bluebird Cafe.
Because I really do think this is a very interesting. By the way, the boilerplating is incredible. The boilerplating, the PR for this is incredible. And you guys know I love analyzing that kind of stuff as well. So give me 1 second here. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, everybody buckled in, ready to go. Hold on to your butts. We're living in a new age. Everybody good? Pause this music. So sticky. Sorry, Rahul. Get Chad in here to clean it up later, brother. Here we go. Let's observe.
Thanks so much, Wilf. And Bob, thanks so much for joining us on the heels of this big news. We really appreciate it. Give us a sense of the goal of this reorganization and what you think it'll accomplish.
Oh.
Well, what we want to do, Julia, is accelerate our transition to a real direct-to-consumer priority company.
Damn. Okay. Accelerate our transition to a direct-to-consumer.
And what you think it'll accomplish.
Well, what we want to do, Julia, is accelerate our transition to a real direct-to-consumer priority company.
Priority company. Okay, so a direct-to-consumer priority company. Pretty cool. That's because that's what the economy is becoming. But let's just keep going.
We believe that we've got the opportunity to build upon the success of Disney Plus, which by almost any measure has been far and above anybody's expectations, and really use this to catalyze our growth and increase shareholder wealth.
What does it say about the success of Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu? Can you give us any sense of new subscriber numbers or what your guidance is for growth of those services?
Well, I can't provide any guidance on future numbers, but what I can say is that in every territory, for every platform, our expectations have been exceeded and exceeded every month. So we're thrilled with the way it's going, and we just think that this reorganization is going to catalyze growth even further.
Well, we hope we will get some new.
Okay. Very interesting there. I think we all could have anticipated that. Nothing shocking as of yet. Just real quick, I think it is kind of a no-brainer when almost all of your revenue streams are taking major hits, but one in particular is seeing an incredible amount of growth. I mean, you know, who would have thought? Who would have said anything about that?
Disney Plus numbers when you report your earnings. But one question we have is, you know, we've seen the acceleration of a lot of trends due to COVID, more
Okay,
streaming.
this is very important. This is very important. What we're going to see is that when it comes to the Rona, the strat is this is accelerating what was already going to happen. Okay? That's the strat. That's the boilerplate. Now, on the other side of that, whenever, and you'll notice this is kind of interesting, whenever the theaters get brought up or whenever business partners get brought up, this same song is sung with a slightly different tune, slightly different tone, because they will talk about the Rona. Because it's like when the discussion is like, are you murdering theaters? They're like, no, Rona did that. But then in this kind of a situation, Bob's going to say, no, this is just accelerating what we were already doing. The market was already going this way, yada, yada, yada. It's pretty brilliant. From a PR standpoint, props.
Movie theaters are shut down. How much of this change and this reorg is really a response to what is happening because of COVID and what has changed over the past 6 months?
Yeah, I would not characterize it as a response to COVID. I might say that COVID accelerated the rate at which we made this transition, but this transition was going to happen anyway, because essentially what we want to do is separate out the folks who make our wonderful content based on tremendous.
This is a really important part.
I'm
going to pause here.
In terms of where the prioritization is, in terms of how it gets commercialized into the marketplace. And what we want to do is leave it to a group of folks who can really see objectively across all the constituents that we have, the various different considerations that we've got, and make the optimal decision for the company, as opposed to somehow having it be predetermined that a movie is destined for theaters or that a TV show is destined for ABC. So really what we want to do is provide some level of objectivity and really make it a decision that benefits the overall company and its shareholders.
Okay, let me translate. There are too many dinosaurs at Disney and in the industries that we partner with. These motherfuckers are going to slow us down when we're trying to go to digital because they're going to try to grab onto every little bit of cash they can from the old infrastructure. As a company, we've basically decided, fuck that, and we're going to have this group of people completely separate from the people that are making content. They will decide where shit goes. So he's going to bypassing the dinosaurs. That's what this restructuring is, bypassing the dinosaurs. Let's keep going.
Now, what's interesting is this new division, which will be run by Kareem Daniel, is going to be responsible for deciding what goes to these businesses that you've had long-term relationships with. So that's the TV bundle, what's going to go on TV versus digital, and what's going to go into theaters versus digital. And the digital is really Disney Plus. What message are you sending to your partners, to the cable distributors, and to the theaters about how much more important Disney Plus is than your relationships with them?
I think what it says is that we're putting the consumer first, Julia.
Oh yeah, this is a brilliant one too. Consumer.
Make this decision.
When it comes to like basically anytime they're gonna try, and she actually I think presses him on this. Anytime it's gonna come to the theaters and their relationship, he's gonna pivot to the consumer, which is a right move.
They're going to lead us with the way that they make their transactional decisions. And right now they're voting with their pocketbooks, and they're voting very heavily towards Disney Plus. And so what we want to do is make sure that we're going the way that the consumers want us to go. And as you had mentioned, certainly COVID has impacted all of our traditional distribution businesses. But this is even more than reactionary. This is really progressive. This is looking out with a vision towards where we see the world going and how we see that consumers are interacting with Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu, and where it's going to go in the future in our international business with Star. So we're trying to, as they say, skate to where the puck is going to be.
Okay, first of all, Bob, anybody that pulls out one of my favorite Wayne Gretzky quotes gets a golf clap. So well done. And I'm kind of liking this guy now. Let's keep going.
Tell us specifically about your relationship with the movie theaters. You released Mulan internationally. Here in the U.S., you charged $30 for Disney Plus subscribers.
Disney's like, don't mention Mulan. I'll send that star. All right, let's keep going.
You just announced that you're going to be releasing Soul, a Pixar movie, free for Disney Plus subscribers, pulling it out of theaters. how committed are you to the theatrical release model, and how
Watch
different are
watch
things
the
going to be now
Rona
that you've
pivot.
done this
Rona
reorganization?
consumers. It's a 1-2 punch.
Yes, as you know, we've benefited from a tremendous relationship with theatrical exhibition for many, many, many years. As dynamics change in the marketplace, though, we want to make sure that we're giving consumers who want to go to theaters to experience everything that a theatrical release can give them. We want to make sure that we continue to give them that option. But at the same time, there's a lot of consumers that want to experience a movie in the safety, comfort, and convenience of their own home for whatever reasons they do. So we want to make sure that, again, that we put the consumer first, and the consumer's going to be making the decision in terms of how they consume our media, as opposed to some arbitrary decision that we may make from a distribution standpoint. So we want to look at ourselves as consumer enablers.
Consumer enablers. I love that. Dude, somebody got a boner when they came up with that word. Somebody's in a fucking meeting and shit, and they were like, consumer enablers. And they literally they were like, yeah, like, that's fucking great.
Fewer films in theaters? Does it mean you're going to want to do something more like the day and date releases, or that Universal experimented with, or the 17-day window that Universal agreed on with AMC?
Kudos to her, man. She's trying to get that detail.
Well, I think you're going to hear a lot more on December 10th when we have our next investor conference.
It's a big day.
We plan to share a lot more details in terms of how this strategy and how this reorganization then translates into business actions. And so I look forward to sharing a lot more on December 10th.
So what he looks forward to sharing on December 10th is the Mandalorian numbers and the WandaVision numbers. And you might be like, wait, what? I mean, come on, guys. Thought the Den of Nerds audience was smarter than that. All right, let's go back into the chatting setting. Let's talk about this. In fact, we gotta put this chill song on here. Okay, so what do you guys think about Bob and his interview there? What do you think? I think he did pretty good. I mean, look, at the end of the day, like, this is exactly what we've been talking about for like months. You know? And I don't really think it's a revolutionary idea. I mean, I've said it many times before. I think the idea that theaters are just going to go back to the way they were is ludicrous. It's ludicrous. I think the idea that we're going to go back to any kind of normal economy after this is ludicrous. It's ludicrous. Consumer behavior has never gone through a more radical shift in a shorter window of time. It's ridiculous, dude. It's just like, this is going to affect, even if things go 1,000,000% according to plan and we knock out and we get the vaccine by next summer and shit. Like, even if it goes 1,000% according to plan, you'll see permanent ramifications in consumer behavior. Permanent. I think this move was quietly made a while ago. I think had Mulan done better, this news would have come out sooner. I think it makes so many things make sense. And yeah, what will you see in the future? You'll see a same-day release. Which, I mean, again, we've been talking about. It would be interesting to go back and, like, clip out all the different times throughout this year that I've kind of talked about this. It would be kind of interesting to do, like, a super cut of all the different times that I more or less said this was what was going to happen. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Let's see what you guys are saying. Bounce off some of your comments. bounce off some of your compacts. Chapek is just a weird man. Gives off vibes. Iger was chill and saved Spider-Man. Well, Iger saw it coming. And he got out while the getting was good. When movies do go back to theaters, they won't be exclusive. They'll be VOD or streaming also, 100%. Disney pulling a drive-thru on theaters. You know what they do to you with the drive-thru. What's up, Lord Gallus? How you doing, brother? Do you think Black Widow will be released soon? I do. It really depends. I think they are going... It's weird because even despite this thing... This is why the restructuring happened. Because it was likely too much red tape and internal bullshit and bureaucracy to even get Black Widow on Disney+. And by the way, I'm really interested in what's going to happen with Feige. Feige was already given... Oh, goodness. Is that screwing up the audio for you guys, or is it just me? Can you guys hear okay right now? See if that's better. Okay, that sounds better. Is the audio okay for you guys? My audio just went poo-poo. Okay, cool. All right, I'll just ignore it in my ear then. Okay. So, I will be interested. I'll be interested to see what happens with Kevin Feige because he has grossed so much money in theaters. But he was given the directive like a month ago, or maybe it was a couple of weeks ago. He was already given the directive to completely focus on Disney+. Completely focus. And so this reorganization, I think, is just cutting up the red tape. They're just flatly looking at the longevity of the company. And all of their other verticals will be forever diminished. Forever. Forever. Permanent. Parks? Permanent. Movies in theaters? Permanent. I don't know what you want me to say. So, yeah. Just tell the actors to get their asses back to work. Phase 4 dragged on long enough. What good is Disney Plus without the content? 100% agree. 100% agree. As long as we get new movies, I don't care how they are released, says Jacob. Yeah, a lot of people don't, brother. And I've been trying to say it. We've been saying it. A lot of us have been saying it. Wait a minute. There's only 60 likes on this video. Well, we're going to call it there, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a good stream. Obviously, my services are not valued. So, much like theaters, I'm going away. Fuck y'all. No, 60 likes? I'm out. I'm out. See you guys later. Much better. That is much better. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think some people will take this harshly. And by the way, there's going to be a ton of people that are like, this doesn't mean theaters are dead. Okay. Yeah, you'll still be able to find like a couple in each state. I get you. So yeah, that's cool. They're not dead. That's fine. You can have that one. I don't need it. You can have it. Are you saying that theaters are going down? In a ring of fire, man. In a ring of fire. Hey, Josh, do you think that Disney learned from their mistakes? I do. Don't look at Grace's Twitter then? Oh, yeah, she's probably one of those too. Look, that's the thing. But this happens. Like, you can look in history. When industries change like this, it just happens. And then you have a ton of people that are like, that'll never happen. And then they're gone. It's all, theaters aren't dead. They're just endangered and will be harder to find. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Interesting fact, smaller theaters are now making more money than bigger chains. That's great. That's great. And by the way, that is a pattern that actually happens in these kind of transitions. So we had an economy that was based on efficiency, not resiliency. And the efficiency had some holes in it. And some of those holes got exposed. And now companies and markets are going to fix the holes. And it actually democratizes things. It actually brings things down. Because the more resilient, you need better infrastructure. You need more like sort of pings throughout the distribution process. So, yeah, I don't know. I really, to be honest with you, when I heard the news, just like with all the news for the multiverse stuff, it was one of those situations where I was like, okay, cool. Like, that's good. It's good to be validated. But it's not really even that big of news to me. Like, this was inevitable. It is crazy, though, how good Disney is at shifting course and figuring out a way to handle this. Because technically, what's going to happen is you're going to have the Mandalorian, because these numbers are not going to look good, guys. We're about to get in a really, bad numbers. Bad numbers. All the shitty numbers from, that's why, like, when there's a recession, and we're going to shift topics, we don't have to dwell on this, but when there's a recession, there's all these signals that pop up first, but you don't get the actual numbers, you don't get the actual falling off the cliff until much later, because of the way that the data comes in and is reported quarterly. And so Disney's about to report a abysmal quarter, except with Disney Plus. And so they're going to lean in and they're going to leverage Disney Plus. And they're actually, I believe, and I have to double check this, they're taking away dividends for shareholders to invest more in Disney Plus. That's a hard sell. Now, what you got to do is explain the macro. You have to explain that this means Disney will exist as a company in the future, which is what we all want, so that you can continue to make money, right? So that's what's going to happen. They're going to explain that. You're going to have Mando pop off. You're going to have the Filoniverse episode before that happens. Maybe announcements of the Filoniverse on the 10th. Maybe Chapek will do his best Uncle Bob Iger con, and come out and tell us a little bit more about the Disney Plus stuff that is happening. You'll have WandaVision. It'll break massive numbers, you know. But between Mando and WandaVision, you've got some good numbers to talk about. And so, yeah, December 10th, they're gonna talk about it. $3 billion in dividends? Wow, it's not a cheap date. Yep. So yeah, we can talk more about this eventually. We can, whatever you guys want to do. But it might be time to look at a spreadsheet. Online and theater same-day release will be great. Theaters then will act as an additional service. Yes, 100%. 100%. What's up, man? It's good to see you. This is actually a good thing. This is an incredible thing. And to be honest with you, even beyond just the theater thing, the change that is happening in the economy right now is an incredible thing. This is a good time to be an entrepreneur. This is a good time to be an entrepreneur. Not a bad time. A good time. Massive changes. The reshaping of this landscape. Titans of industry falling off. People that had strangleholds on different industries and that kept old technology in. Why the fuck are we watching movies in movie theaters off of projection anyways, when you can get a TV that does that shit 1,000,000 times better, more crisp, more depth of field, because it's pixels? Why? It's a fucking industry of dinosaurs, dude. It's a bunch of dinosaurs, and the Rona is the meteor. Deuces. That's how I feel. Josh, it's the experience. The experience. I mean, I get you. I like the experience as well. But convenience is king. That's just period, the end, it. Convenience is key. And by the way, what did this year teach us? That most of our experiences right now and moving forward are going to happen in an online arena. And the experiences I'm talking about are the fact that day and date release is going to allow us to watch the movie together. We would have had to go to the same theater. It would have been a logistical nightmare to travel, room and board, and then all see the movie together. We can all watch Mando together. We can all watch it together. We can watch the movies together. We can do breakdowns together. We can go frame by frame together. We can create, what did you call it? An experience? We're about to blow that movie theater experience out of the water. That's my personal guarantee to you. And we're going to only elevate what we do over here at this channel, what we do with the Den of Nerds as a company. Talk about experiences. My man, my guy. I got you. I got you. It's okay. Relax. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Indeed. 100,000 people in a virtual theater. Yep. Yup. Our watch parties will be legendary. Go Bashti. Agreed. As long as you have a good internet connection. Well, that's going to be democratized too. Maybe don't. I mean, look, the trends. You just got to follow the trends. Just the trends. Just look at the trends. Look at the trends. Think about the trends. Little Frozen for you. Yeah. Okay, this next segment is brought to you by Danny Orange. Danny Orange is such a butthole. Love you, Danny, but you are. That I literally have to look at a fucking spreadsheet for the back half of this show now. So we can all thank Danny Orange that we will now be just staring at a spreadsheet for the rest of the show. Make sure you get your Danny Orange love into the chat. Thanks, Danny. Give me a second as I pull this up. Give me a second as I pull it up. Huh. Where's this shit? Can I open it in? Now, somebody help me with this. So, if this is a... Hang on now. Does this have it here? Okay, cool. Cool. Maybe this one. Okay. Let's see. Man, how is this for you guys? I'm going to try to adjust this. I'm going to try to adjust it here so that we can do our spreadsheet section of the show properly here. Give me just a second. We're talking about scoopers, talking about people giving info. Are they good? Are they bad? We're going to find out right now. Now, to my knowledge, this has not been updated, but we can look at it and update it ourselves. Not readable currently. Okay. Give me 1 second here. See if we can do something about this. Maybe we do it like this. That's probably a little bit better there. I love looking at spreadsheets, you know. It's just my favorite way to spend a day. One of my favorite things, you know. Like watching paint dry or grass grow. I'm sure we'll retain a lot of concurrent viewers on this stream as well. This will be fantastic. Can't wait. Okay. Is that better? Did everybody give Danny his love? Fucker. Dope. Dope. Okay. So, why do scoops only go back as far as December 31st, 2018? If you couldn't tell, they post scoops relating to MCU and Marvel. Browsing again. I really wish I could see this whole thing here. Let me see here. Can we just... Why doesn't it, like, square up the... Whatever, man. Fucking... How's this look? Let me double check here. Okay. That doesn't look too bad, actually. That doesn't look too bad. Let's see. Okay. So, let's do some scooping. I mean, let's go right to what we really want to find out, huh? So, we can look at Mikey Sutton first. And we can go through his scoops. And we can see he's got a ton of unconfirmed that are probably actually at this point even false. This is like really, I'm going to be honest, this is really irritating. I wish I had a better way to look at this. Does that look like horrible now? It looks like a little too wild for you guys. Okay. So, future... Okay, this is really interesting. This was, like, in my opinion, the only scoop that he ever got correct. God damn, dude. This is really... I'm having, like, this audio issue. I'm going to lose my fucking mind today. Where are we at? Come on. Come on! Okay. So, this was the future spin-offs will connect with the MCU scoop, which technically is true, but that's a kind of a shot in the dark. Brie Larson in talks for Nick Fury series. That actually could end up being true as well. Chloe Bennett, Quake on sword. So this is where we start to realize this dude's an idiot. There is no sword. And there is no Chloe Bennett coming in there, right? Keanu Reeves considered casting for Moon Knight. That's sort of like common knowledge. This is something that's been talked about a lot. I really... No. Scoop confirmed. Samuel L. Jackson given a F-bomb for sword? What? I don't know what this means. But according to the source, Nick Fury starred Agents of Sword Project... leaked on Matt Jarbo's $3 Theater YouTube channel September 2nd, 2019. Yeah, that's not true. Catherine Winter can Chancellor's role. Who knows? Gwendolyn Christie under consideration. What does that even mean? Kang the Conqueror to enter the MCU live. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, yeah. Interest in Charlie Cox returning as Daredevil. Wrong. Insiders claim interest in Michael Coulter, Luke Cage returning. Wrong. Chris Hemsworth to remain Thor. I mean, no shit. Amadeus Cho will debut in the Young Avengers series, technically unconfirmed. Yeah, but we've talked a lot about Mikey. I mean, it's pretty obvious he's no bueno. Okay. Now, if we go through our guy Charles Murphy, one of the best in the games, as I always say, we can go through his scoops here. He's got this one confirmed to be right. Exclusive Falcon the Winter Soldier set photos tease big production by Samson Development, which actually is pretty cool and something we haven't talked about in a long time. Very interesting to see what that actually means. Marvel Studios Hawkeye, his Loki thing about Angela Ross being up for the role was confirmed. Okay, he got one wrong here. Marvel Studios She-Hulk targeting July start of production. Production will begin in November. Did he really get this wrong, or is this Rona? You know what I'm saying? Loki to begin production. He got that right. Hawkeye series delayed indefinitely. That was true when it was true. Let's see here. Some of these unconfirms. Christian Bale's potential role in Love and Thunder. I believe this will be... I mean, this has been confirmed now. So this is, again, one of the things that's right that hasn't been caught up with, right? Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings will be filming in Malta. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Benedict Cumberbatch will be on the set for the last week of filming for WandaVision. I believe that will be proved to be correct. Zola will appear in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That will be correct. Loki production timeline revealed. That's already been proven correct. Nightmare is the villain of WandaVision and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I would really have to see where the fuck they got this from, because I don't even see... Wait, okay, so they do have the archive. Let's take a look, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look. Come on, load up, baby. Load up, baby. Could be one of the ones he deleted. Let's see here. You got this one right. Black Panther 2 will have Doctor Doom go to war with Wakanda. Again, I got to check this website out, but these don't look like legit links to me. Or maybe they've been deleted. Okay, so ton of different stuff here, but we can see he's got a lot of green here, a lot of correct ones. And the ones that he got wrong, I think it's important to note that these are not, they're wrong because of changes that happen. They are not wrong because he doesn't know what he's talking about. Okay? So then we can cut to Daniel Ricksman. Let's talk about Daniel. Loki will set up Kang. Public information. Production dates for all current Marvel projects. This was what the hell is 15? What does that mean? Oh, so it's okay. This is okay. So this was way early in the year. Sony is developing Spider-Woman Jessica Drew movie. This has been confirmed. Plot synopsis of Venom 2, which will be confirmed. Agrees with reports about Secret Invasion show being developed, which will lead directly into Captain Marvel 2. This was corroborated by a lot of scoopers. WandaVision coming in December. He'll actually be proven incorrect on that, actually. Christian, when was that? That was a long time ago, so it was coming in December. See what I mean? Christian Bale will play alien villain. Casting unconfirmed. That'll be confirmed. Kamala Khan actress will have to be available. Yeah, whatever. Let's see here. Let's try to find some other ones. Whoa, Super Bowl spot for Disney Plus shows. They have it as unconfirmed. It happened. He got it right. Loki will have multiple seasons. That's interesting. I didn't even know that was... That's kind of interesting. Agrees that America Chavez will agree in Doctor Strange sequel. Then her own series. Part of that's been confirmed. Morbius, first steps in establishing Sinister Six. I mean, obvious. But let's see. Where's the... So a lot of unconfirmed, right? Public information. He got this one right. Fox deal closing a week after March 10th. He got that correct. He got Hulk-related show, likely She-Hulk, in early development. He was proven correct on that. Let's see here. Blade being discussed as show or movie. That ended up happening. Vision and Wanda show called WandaVision. My man had this at the beginning of 2019. He had this. He knew about WandaVision early last year. Updated Eternals. He knew when the ticket sales were coming on for Avengers Endgame. Okay. A lot of cool scoops in here. He's obviously very active. I think if we were to go through here now accurately, he would get a lot more greens, and I do not see a lot of reds. So, let's look at some other people here, okay? So we'll look at Jeremy. I love Jeremy, right? A lot of unconfirmed. He got this one right. Wanda's kids will be in WandaVision. That was a really good one for him. A big Marvel series is coming to Disney Plus. So this was before the She-Hulk announcement. He was right here. Blade may be headed to Hulu. Wrong. That's because I think Jeremy's really like a Jeff Loeb guy, and I think he would just err on the side of they're gonna figure it out. Nope. Keanu Reeves is being sought for a role in the Eternals, and he was proven correct. Feige later confirmed they attempt to cast Reeves for every movie they make. So it's like a non-story, but it's technically true, right? Spirits of Vengeance could unite. Yeah, and that was proven correct. That was a Loeb thing, though, you know? Wow, so they don't have a lot of his stuff on here. But do you see how, few scoops he has compared to Richtman? And this is months old. Okay. So, let's see here. Let's check out Grace. Oh, yeah, this is the big one. Oscorp will appear in Spider-Man Far From Home. The fuck, Grace? I still don't understand this one. I still don't understand it. But then a whole bunch of unconfirmed, right? There's other things that she's done more recently with regards to DC that has sort of been proven correct. So let's check out Bounding into Comics. A couple of public information ones, a bunch of unconfirmed ones. Is Spider-Man Far From Home runtime revealed 130 minutes? We can check that and see. Again, not updated, right? Disney requires theaters to show Captain Marvel during Avengers Endgame Thursday preview. What does that even mean? Disney expect Captain Marvel to 150 opening weekend. Yeah, they need to update this. There's not enough info here. Check out the Illuminati. A bunch of unconfirmed and one right. Let's see if any of this is now right. Nova project in the works. Haven't heard about it. Thor 4 new mysterious character revealed for Love and Thunder. I don't know about that. Man-Wolf movie in early development at Sony. We've heard about this. We actually did videos on this. Mark Ruffalo signed to return as Bruce Banner in She-Hulk exclusive. That is true. That ended up being true. New details on She-Hulk's superhero legal profession and cast members. That's going to end up being true. Production start for Marvel's She-Hulk can't talk. Deadly Craven could be coming to the MCU sooner than anybody recognized. Exclusive. Casting grid, maniacal, big game hunter. This was proven correct. So, do you kind of get where I'm going with all of this? Do you understand? Because the thing is, Daniel's such a good scooper that I just found out that it's very possible that Fandom Wire, and I don't know if this is true, so, for legal purposes, I'm just going to talk about what was said. But from what I have heard, Fandom Wire is a website that was just taking Daniel's Patreon content and then pretending they had exclusives for some of these big stories. Right now, there's the big one is Toby and Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland all showing up in Spider-Man 3. And apparently that was spoken about on the Patreon. And Fandom Wire may have taken that as an exclusive. Now, I don't know if that's true. Maybe they have their own sources. It could be coincidence. But right now, that is technically a thing that is blowing up right now because Daniel Richtman is literally that good. So can we stop looking at spreadsheets now? Are we good, fam? Fandom Wire suggested they've seen things. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means either. I just think Josh would enjoy Utopia. Yeah. I would probably enjoy Utopia. Utopia's probably cool. Utopia's probably pretty cool, man. Let's see. Maybe we should check out... Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Here's what I want to do. You know what I want to do, guys? I want to watch... How many of y'all know who Fatal J is? How many people in here know who Fatal J is? How many of you guys know who Fatal J is?
What up, YouTube? It's you.
Check the chat. Nope. Who dat? Check out Star Wars Scoops. I know what Grateful J is. I'm 12. What is this? Joshua Smith, this is grown-up stuff. Get out of here. You go find your mama. Get out of here. You smoked a Fatal J this morning? Amen. Fatal J is a YouTuber. Cool dude. Knows some of the people that I know. He reached out, and I was thinking about having him on the stream, but he did a video. He did a video about the Batman, and I kind of want to watch it. Can we watch it together? Would that be okay with you? Let's see here. Maybe this one. Yeah, here we go. Would that be cool if we watch this video together, guys? Let's check it out. Because remember, there was a big story about the Batman. There was a big story. Let's check it out. All right, Jay. Pause the music. Here we go.
Your boy Fatal J back with another one, and then it seems that the rumors are not true from WeGotItCovered.com. You know how we got it covered, dude. They are full of rumors. Robert Pattinson returns to the Batman set in Liverpool after COVID recovery. That is the news. We have seen the pictures.
Man, look at these
on
little
the
hats
internet,
here.
on social
They might
media.
got me on those hats.
We
Those are nice.
cannot trust these websites anymore. And this is the article right here. The article says Robert Pattinson has returned to filming the Batman following his coronavirus diagnosis, which temporarily halted
I like this
production.
music, Jay.
The DC film resumed work a few weeks ago following the shutdown after Pattinson was confirmed to have tested positive for COVID-19. The actor has now been spotted in Liverpool at St. George Hall filming what appears to be a funeral scene. He was seen wearing a dark suit surrounded by Gotham police cars. It's understood around him on the steps. I am glad to see that Robert Pattinson is back filming. I'm glad to see that he's not on the egotistical stuff that these websites has been claiming. These websites have been claiming this because news has been really slow.
Yep.
So please do your diligence. Do your research to see if these websites are really producing the truth, because at the end of the day, they're all about clickbait. Yeah, all about clickbait. And Fatal J is going to start doing these breaking news videos. So get ready, because I got some more in store for you.
I like
Stay tuned.
I thought it was a good
Fatal
video.
J.
Nice, short, short, little kind of pop. I like the music. I thought it was good, Jay. I thought this was cool. But yeah, he's right. Like, it's all bullshit, right? And we knew that, and we were kind of poking fun at it. We were making fun of Doomcock a little bit, making fun of these websites that covered Doomcock's scoop, et cetera, because it is laughably inaccurate. It literally flies right in the face of a lot of what those reports were. And yeah, I mean, what else do you want me to say? It's just like literally just feels like every morning I wake up and I'm like, okay, yup. So that's where we're at with that. What do you guys think? It's a deep fake? It's a deep fake. It's a deep fake. Joshua Smith, let me help you out, brother. Banned forever. Let me help you out there. Enjoy your vacay. Danny, you wouldn't know clickbait if it punched you in the dick. Did you catch Campy's Mando 2 tweet before he deleted it? I did not. What did it say? Post on the Star Wars channel. Okay, let me check it out. Check it out right now. What was it like? I like Star Wars again. Okay, Mando season 2. Cara Dune is about to become his favorite season. Heavy Moff-Gideon. Blink and you'll miss it. Ahsoka. I was wrong. Sasha Banks is not. Oh. Our history comes into play. Wait for this thing spoiled. Be careful. Oh wow! So he's got his review copies, huh? Wow, that's interesting. Interesting. Okay. That's cool. He's about to become some people's favorite character. Season is heavy with Gideon. Blinking, you'll miss Ahsoka Tano. I was wrong. Sasha Banks is not. That's really interesting. Who's Sasha Banks then? Grief Cargus. History comes into play. One thing above isn't true. Oh, it's the Sasha Banks thing. You fucking idiot. Okay. That's cool. Thanks, Adam. No, that's cool. That's really interesting. Maybe even make a vid on that. Maybe even make a vid on that. That seems nice. Well, let's just break into Q&A, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's just Q&A time. I think it's just a time for you and me to catch up. How are we feeling? What do you guys want to talk about? What's the questions? What did his tweet say? Oh, you'll have to watch my video breakdown of it later. Mando trailer soon. Some people think it might even drop today, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I don't think so. What does this news from Disney mean for Marvel movies? That's actually a really interesting question, and I don't exactly know. My gut tells me that it doesn't change much other than the fact that even their big movies will drop same day and date on Disney Plus for the premium, probably. So you'll have a premium way to watch Marvel movies at home when they come out, or you could go to the theaters. So it'll be an and or kind of thing. What's the WandaVision release date? And is this leak confirmed? WandaVision will be either the 26th or the 27th of November. I got a question. Would a Secret Wars movie make the MCU its own separate multiverse? Wait, what? I mean, I got a question. Would a Secret Wars movie make the MCU its own separate multiverse? The MCU is already its own secret multiverse. I still think Sasha Banks is going to be playing Night Owl. Interesting. Yo, thanks, Tim. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Hope you have a good day. It dropped on my dreams last night. Josh finally got a spotlight for the nerd card. Nice, Josh. Yeah, I saw that. Right on, brother. Does the Disney need... Wait, there was a super chat I just missed. Who is the GOAT, MJ or LeBron? It's a tough one. Here's what I'll say about that. Before I watched that new Jordan documentary, I would have told you Jordan 100%. Because I super nostalgia, like the way I remember Jordan, because I was pretty young when he was winning his later championships. The way I remember Jordan is that he was like a Greek god. He was like Achilles in that movie. Like, he's like, is there no one else? Like, the way I remember Jordan is he just came out and shit on everybody all the time. Just shit on everybody. But that's actually not true. And if you watch that documentary, in my opinion, it actually humanizes him a lot. And you're like, oh, okay, so he wasn't just always killing it. You know, he had struggles, this, that, second, and the third. And LeBron is a better teammate, 100%. But I would still probably contest that Jordan was a better scorer at a time when, like, the thing about LeBron is now the league has shifted into a place where it's pussy play. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching. It's weak sauce. Like, no, like the fouls are super sketch. Like, you know, the rules have been made for offense. That's not the way it was when Jordan was playing. When Jordan was playing, you could grab a motherfucker by the jersey and throw him down. So Jordan is a much better scorer and an all-time great at scoring at a time when the rules did not benefit the offense as much. So that's my take. I think that LeBron is a better teammate, but Jordan was the better scorer and possibly the better champion. It's hard to say. You know, one of the arguments that people say is that they're like pushing Fatal J now. Yeah, J's good, man. One of the things that people always say with LeBron is like, oh, well, he's always had a team. Man, so did Jordan. That team, when Jordan left, that team went to the finals. Or at least the semis. I don't remember exactly. But that team was phenomenal, dude. That team was phenomenal. So, that's my, that's what I think. Josh, you could argue Jordan was the better teammate because of how he pushed people to be their best. Ooh, I don't know, man. Maybe. You can make that argument, I guess. Yeah. Jordan is a dick. Yeah. A lot of successful people are dicks. I hate him as a person, but he is a great player. Fair. Took the Knicks to Game 7 in the season that the Knicks lost to the Rockets in the finals. Okay, that's what it was? Right on. Right on. He's a winning dick. Amen. Josh, what if The Rock played The Thing? That would be incredible. I'm not a Kobe guy, but I feel like you can't bring up who's a GOAT without bringing him up. So do you guys know who, I believe his name is Derek Grover is? Have you ever heard of this guy? Grover? Anybody? Bueller? Anybody know Grover? I think it's Tim Grover, actually. Tim or Derek? I can't remember. Can we plug Fatal J's channel? Absolutely. Throw the link in, brother. So Grover was the personal trainer for both for Kobe and for MJ. And he wrote a book. One of my what's the name of this book, dude? Tim Grover book. What the fuck was it called? Relentless. Yo, you gotta read Relentless. If you're into this kind of stuff, you gotta read Relentless. Incredible book. But he sort of talks about the differences between Kobe and Michael. And it's really interesting, actually. This is really interesting stuff. And I'm really, for you non-sports ball people, you're probably like, the fuck is happening right now? Yeah, we'll get in back to Avengers. But let me just explain. The thing that, the real difference at the core between Michael and Kobe is that Michael didn't need to know how it worked. He didn't care. He just wanted the results. So he's like, basically to Tim, he said, here's what I need. I need to put on this amount of muscle to be able to bang around in the paint. I need to be this fast. This is what I need physically. Now you tell me what I need to do, and I will do it to get the results. Kobe was different. Kobe wanted to know everything. He wanted to know how it worked, the ins and outs of it, what was the process, where did it come from, how did people think about it, is there any new literature on it, you know what I mean? Like that. Two relentless individuals that demanded excellence. But yeah, it's really, really cool. It's a really great book. I highly recommend it. Have you seen the alleged photos of ScarJo on the Wanda, on the do you mean WandaVision set? Is that what you're talking about? Does Black Widow being delayed till May mean we won't get Falcon and the Winter Soldier till after then? Lastly, just finished Utopia show on Amazon Prime. Really worth a watch. So that's been a lot of people talking about Utopia. A lot of people talking about Utopia. I might have to give that a shot. So maybe I'll check that out. And as far as your question, I have not seen... Okay, no, it's all good. It's all good, Sufi. I have not seen this supposed photo of ScarJo on the WandaVision set. So I will look into that. Does Black Widow being delayed till May mean we won't get Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Yes, I believe that is what that means, unfortunately. And yeah, I'll definitely check out Utopia. So thank you, Sufi, for the very generous super chat. Appreciate you. LeBron annoys me, but I respect him because he helped the Miami Heat win some rings, though. True. It was a great time to be alive as a Heat fan. The Big Three, yeah? I was in Orlando for some of those games when they were playing the Magic. It's kind of cool. Josh, before we are done with the sports, how much do you keep up with it? And do you have teams you cheer for? So I'll be completely honest with you, Cole. I am not as into sports as I once was. I watched the first football game of the year that I watched was this Sunday, and you guys know it was like the wedding, so like my boys were in town, and my buddy put on sports. He just put on, and it was literally the first football game I had watched all season. My Steelers look great, by the way. So yeah, I love the teams. I cheer for the teams, but I personally don't actually watch sports that much anymore. I don't know. To me, it doesn't have the draw right now. That's all. How much do you think an MCU rental on Disney Plus will be, and how long do you think the rentals will be for? Probably like $20, and it's probably just... So I think it'll be 20, and it'll probably be like you get the... You have it for as long as you have Disney Plus. UFC, I love the UFC. I'm old school UFC, though. I was watching the UFC with like Ken Shamrock and the Gracies were banging around way back in the day, dude. Like, because my father's a martial artist, so I basically grew up in dojos. So yeah, like the UFC was always a thing for me. I've always watched the UFC. But there was a time where I sort of drifted away from it, and a lot of like the newer guys and stuff I'm not super familiar with. So. Josh, I'm not sure if you know this channel, Comic Book Cast 2. Should I trust this? He is saying Marvel is canceling Ant-Man 3 and making it into a Disney Plus show, which is total BS. So I can't speak to that report exactly, but that is not the first time I have heard about Ant-Man 3 going to Disney Plus. If we learned anything yesterday, it is that everything is going to Disney Plus. Everything created by Disney now until the end of time is Disney Plus content. That's what it is. Yeah, man. Tank Abbott was a beast. I love Tank Abbott. He had some of the best KOs, dude. His KOs were brutal. I remember one time he KO'd a guy out of the cage. Literally, like, punched his fucking himself like just out of the octagon. It was crazy. Josh, we need to know more about you besides the nerd stuff. This is super interesting. Well, I mean, eventually I'm going to do the Thought Sauce channel. I've been thinking about doing some other stuff, but for now we're just kind of keeping it nerdy over here, my guy. You will have to choose Dan Severn. Dan Severn was an animal. Dan Severn was an animal. Mm-hmm. You know, my favorite dude was Randy Couture, especially in his when he came back and he was fighting in his 40s, and he took out Tito Ortiz, and he took out what was the other bull's name? Chuck Liddell. Man, because like I just loved it because there's this old dude, this old farmer dude that was basically just like, I'm going to come back in my 40s. I'm going to change my diet radically. I'm going to come back in. I'm going to beat some ass. And he did. And they called him Captain America. Whew. Love Randy. Love Randy Couture. Josh, Mando in the new posted that was released is seen with a dent. What? Really? I'll have to check that out. Oh, Armin does martial arts? That's cool. Huh. Okay, let me... all right. Give me 1 second. Let me go to Reddit real quick. Let me just figure this out real quick. I'll find it real quick. Oh, shit. Wrong one. Let's see here. A dent in the helmet, huh? Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. What does it mean? What does it mean? Armin? Is that how you pronounce Armin? Denim Theory, what's up? Oh, great show last night. Yeah, man, thanks. Yeah, we went kind of long last night. I don't know anyone. Star Wars talk. So I'm talking about Mando. Oh yeah. Mando's been through some shit then, indeed. Yo, Josh, the writing is on the wall in the Morbius trailer. Sony is going to keep Tobey Maguire Spider-Verse. I think they'll go with Miles to build out their universe. I think so too, Kendall. I'm looking forward to some confirmations on that end. I actually watched Into the Spider-Verse again last night. Do you guys know that I think that's the best Spider-Man movie ever made? Like, I think it's legit the best Spider-Man movie ever made. It's incredible. Like, it is so good. And I catch these like little things all the time when I watch it. Like yesterday, yeah, if you watch Debate 8, I was like all about that. Yeah. So there was this there's this line yesterday that Peter Porker says where it was in the scene where they're all challenging Miles to see if he's ready. And they're like, can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And then Peter Porker randomly says, can you float through the air with the smell of a fresh pie? And I was just like, what the fuck? But he's literally like floating with his like stupid pig nose. I don't know. I love that movie. Oh, you followed up and watched Venom? Adam G, what did you think now? What did you think now? What do you think is the better financial future of the MCU, movies or Disney Plus series? Both. The movies will just make less money in theaters, but they will also make money on Disney Plus. You know what I mean? Josh, as a person who has studied martial arts for the majority of your life, do you wish Hollywood portrayed more shots more accurately? I think you mean like combat and all that. Not really, man. Look, real great martial arts is actually boring as fuck to watch. So no, I do not want to watch that all the time. I think there's a couple of movies that have done it in more real ways. Like sometimes the Jason Bourne movies with like a lot of the elbows and the close elbows like that, and him like using objects as weapons, that feels, kind of martial to me. The Raid is still very theatrical. It's theatrical. You don't flip around like that. Nobody fucking flips around like that. And like honestly, like someone who's trained, once they get their hands on somebody, they're dead or incapacitated. You know what I mean? It is not like that. But that shit's boring. Like, who wants to watch that? No fight should ever last longer than 8 seconds. 100%. 100%. Put them down. What do you train for? Put them down. Arrest that man who watched Venom illegally. We're coming for you. Coming for you. And if they have a fire-ass Miles, I'll live gravitate towards that side for real. His powers are more doper than Peter's. I mean, you're not wrong, dude. Invisibility. Yeah. Blasting shit. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. Josh, you getting the Oculus Quest 2? No, not really. I thought about it with VR and all that. I'm not that big of a fan, to be honest. I feel like I would get a little bit. For casuals, do you think WandaVision is still hype? Yes. I actually think it's built for casual hype. That's what I think. I think it's actually built for casual hype. What is your fighting style, Josh? So the art I studied was called Serac. It's not a very widely known art. It is Dutch Indonesian. It's actually got a lot of Chinese influences as well. Like I could, just like everything else, I could really nerd out about this. But suffice it to say, it is a lot like Muay Thai. Muay Thai is probably the closest to Serac. But Serac is a brutal art. Brutal. Josh, check out my Instagram. I found my chucks and was shaking off the rust. P.S. Take my money. Oh, thanks, Josh. I appreciate you, brother. Oh, and you know what? I didn't even do show notes today. But here's the thing. I love Baki, dude. Baki's great, Bashi. Okay, look, guys. If you're not a Nerd Ventures member, you're gonna want to be a Nerd Ventures member. This Saturday at noon, we're doing a big stream where I'm gonna talk about like our next battle plan for Disney. I've got some really crazy ideas. So if you've been watching the streams and the cool stuff we do with that kind of interaction, and we like to have the Nerd Vengers, be involved, definitely do it before Saturday so that you can get in on the fun. If you are already a Nerd Vengers member, come by Saturday, please. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to break some stuff down. It's going to be really, really good. It's going to be good. Hell yeah. I've got such a wild idea, guys, and I think you guys are going to dig it. I think you guys are going to dig it. Josh, since you're a martial artist, can you please explain to me what type of martial arts they're trying to portray in the movies like Black Widow, Black Panther, Captain America? It's called theater. It's called, wait, what? We're in theater mode right now? Jesus Christ. How long have we been in this mode? We're supposed to be in this mode. Damn it, Chet. Is it Prime Day today? Do you still think there's a chance for John Krasinski as Reed? I do, but it's less likely now. Less likely, yeah. God damn it, Chet. Don't make me get the hose. Do you think Marvel can do a system where they'll release movies for VOD and not attach post-credit scene in order to keep people at the movies? No. 100% no. Yo, just like the stream. I don't know what you're talking about. Wow, I'm waking up to martial arts talk. Oh, nice. I have never heard of it. No, I've never heard of it. Seems cool, though. I'm going to try to join the Nerdventure soon. Just got to set up my Venmo or something. Yeah, I know it's so weird. I wish it was easier because I know it's stupid with YouTube. I wish they were a little bit better with that. So I totally get you. Steve from Minecraft is coming out for Smash today. Okay. Right on. Look it up. I will. I'll look it up. Man of Steel. Yeah, Man of Steel has some great fight scenes. I love how he shot the Kryptonians fighting. Yeah, another DC fandom next year. It's going to be dope. Hopefully Adam will get the band back together again, man. Be me and Adam doing a big old stream next year. Who knows? Maybe I'll even be in Philadelphia. Have you seen Bill Hader's work? Yeah, Hader's, I mean, he's got chops, man. So, I don't know. Do you think we'll ever get another Star Wars RPG or just the pieces of one? I think we will, but they need to handle their stuff first, you know? I think once they handle their stuff, like, yeah. How good is X of Swords? Haven't read any of it. Don't spoil it for me. I'm going to dig into it later. Bum, 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 bum. All right, guys. I think we're probably going to call it there. You excited for Mando Season 2 in 2 weeks? And are you going to be doing weekly videos covering each episode? Yes and yes. What do I think of the MODOK show? Not interested. I saw your comment, Tony, and the martial arts they do in the movies is a combination of a lot of different martial arts and theater. It's mostly just theater. It's theater. It's dance. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's dance. And that's cool. Have I had a chance to try Baldur's Gate 3 yet? No. Is the early access out for PC? Am I fucking up right now, Jason? Goddamn. All right, guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Videos coming out on the main channel later today. Make sure you come back tomorrow. We'll be doing it the same bat time, the same bat place. Talking about what's going on in the nerdy world. All right, guys? So as I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video.